Tales of Jack and Millie, written and produced by Brightman, narrated by Stefan Gannon, featuring Dr. Esslin Terrighena as Millie, Brightman as Jack, Stef Gall as Eeva, and Cary Nicholson as O'Malley. Episode 3. Music was my first love. Tales of Jack and Millie is about the adventures of 4 rescued pets that live with their human parents on a beautiful green hilly island in the South China Sea. If only our pets had voices, what would they say? Would they be poets, rappers, or philosophers? Or just like, well, family? Now, Jack and Millie were the first members of the family and had made a very close bond together. Even though they were originally from different families, they acted like brother and sister, twins even. Wire-haired Jack Russell, Eeva, was the last addition to the family, after O'Malley, the alley cat, had been found a few months before. Eeva was very intelligent and well observed, and with the predisposition of an alpha dog. She needed to make her mark and could see Jack, although Soft and Cuddly was the oldest and most accepted. She had a weakness, though, and that was her stomach. Whilst Jack and Millie were fairly ambivalent about food, Eeva and O'Malley were led by their instinct for eating. Eeva was a chewer, anything from tools to plants to Jack's toys. But when it came to eating, she wouldn't chew her food. She'd gulp it down in one. She would always test Jack and look up to Millie for inspiration, and see the cat as an equal and a playmate. Whilst they all saw Eeva as an annoyance at times, they all loved to play with her. She was fun. Eeva, as usual, was chewing Jack by the neck. It looks pretty vicious, but I'm sure it's just friendly playing.
I'm gonna kill you if you don't find my yellow teddy.
Lighten up, Eeva. It'll turn up.
I saw it yesterday, but I'm not telling you.
Well, shut up then, you annoying little cats. Meow.
Hey, Jack's neck. Give me a piece of that.
Millie runs over to Jack and joins in the chew Jack's neck game. Somehow Eeva manages to growl menacingly while having a mouthful of fur. O'Malley just sits on top of the wall with a grandstand view and a perfect place to preach from. And then he starts meowing and pacing backwards and forwards.
I said a hip, hop, hibbit to the hibbity hip hip hop, and you don't stop, a rockin' to the bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie the beat. I am O'Malley cat and I like to say meow.
Eeva opens her mouth and drops to the ground. Millie also stops dead in her tracks, and Jack sits down with his mouth open.
What's that?
Just so you know, that's Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hell Gang. First hit from the 80s. Awesome, eh?
Jack starts drooling, something he hasn't previously been predisposed to doing. His eyes cross.
So that makes you around 50 years old then?
I heard it on someone's radio, you moron.
So, you're a cat that can rap. But I thought only dogs could sing.
I'm not sure you have the voice for it, O'Malley. You seem to shout all the time.
Well, that's the voice you gotta have for rapping.
So, do all cats sing hip-hop?
I've met some that sing country, and some that prefer straight-up pop. And of course, there's some jazz fans out there.
Millie starts swaying from side to side.
Oh yeah, country. That's my thing. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
What are you on about? Has everyone gone mad?
It's wagon wheel, Jack. And put your tongue back in your mouth to stop your brain falling out.
O'Malley starts singing Pump Up the Jam.
I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Make my day. Make my day.
O'Malley, I think we've just about heard enough for now.
But that's what I'm singing when I'm walking along the top of the wall. Anyways, what's your music? Eve Montan? A bicycletter.
Actually, I am a fan. But since I've met you, I've been channeling a much darker taste. Like Nick Cave, The Red Right Hand. Take a little walk to the edge of town and go across the tracks, where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom.
Yeah, that's dark. What about you, Jack? You're always singing that song, Who Let the Dogs Out?
I know all the words too. Who let the dogs out? Who? Who let the dogs out? Who?
Clearly, they shouldn't let you out, Jackie boy.
Can you all just shut up? No one cares about singing dogs.
Just then, something starts vibrating on the wall next to O'Malley, and the muffled words, "Hold me closer, tiny dancer, count the headlights on the highway."
Now, what on earth is that?
Oh, that's my phone. Do you mind if I get that? It could be Brandy.
Sure, why not? Give her my regards.
O'Malley presses his paw down on the phone and puts on his most impressive voice.
Hey, Brandy. I was just rapping with the crew.
Eeva, Millie and Jack all yawn in unison. It looks like a silent movie.
Ew.
Yeah, everyone's here listening. I'll catch you tomorrow. Breakfast at Arthur's?
O'Malley opens his mouth to start singing again. But as he does so, a distracted dragonfly enters his mouth, and O'Malley rolls off the wall, coughing and spluttering. The dogs howl with laughter, whilst O'Malley disdainfully brushes the dust off his shoulder with his paw. In this series, we will feature one of Aesop's fables in each episode. Aesop's fables usually involve animals and take the form of very short stories which convey a clear moral. It was no secret that Eeva loved her food, and for such a small dog, she needed constant monitoring. Unbeknownst to her parents, when they walked her and the other two through the local village each week, she had discovered that the fruit and veg shop normally had a box of small cherry tomatoes out the front and just above her head height. If she was quick, she could put her paws on the carton and gulp one or two tomatoes down without being seen. As usual, she would swallow them whole so as not to be detected. One day, Eeva, Jack and Millie were walking along the beach with their parents, and there on the shore she saw an oyster shell. In a twinkling, the oyster was resting in her stomach, shell and all. Once they got home, it pained Eeva a good deal, as you can guess.
Ah! Ooh! Oh! My tummy hurts so much.
For such a smart dog, you have the brains of a mosquito, Eeva.
Oh, I've just learned that all run thing are not tomatoes.
As a rule, I don't eat anything that's not in my bowl.
Oh, maybe you're not so dumb after all.
You won't be doing that again, will you?
Mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them.
Isn't that a Bruce Lee quote?
So there you have it, the Aesop's fable of the dog and the oyster. There is a lesson to be learned from this fable. Act in haste, and repent at leisure, and often in pain.
I don't get why you always want to eat, Eeva. That tummy of yours is way smaller than mine.
I can't explain it either, really. I just see everything as food, glorious food. And I do get triggered by it even more when I'm outdoors.
You eat stones and wood. Can't exactly taste of anything.
It's just my nature. I guess everyone has a weakness of some sort.
Well, Eeva, you can't be cute and smart.
And that's coming from the cat who raps and has a mobile phone, is it?
O'Malley starts singing Too Much Food by Jason Mraz, and they all start dancing around the garden. The pets in Tales of Jack and Millie were adopted from Tales, Team for Animals in Lantau South, a Hong Kong registered charity. For further information, you can visit their website at taleslantau.org or Facebook at Tales Lantau or Instagram at tales.lantau. These stories, of which this is the third in the series, are about 3 dogs and a cat. They had nothing going for them and no hope for a secure and happy future until they were given a home by a human family.